Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another media. And welcome back to another Universal Orlando video. Typically just giving you guys some information on our experience and our personal opinion on being a pass holder for Universal Orlando. We're kind of just going to explain to you guys some of the benefits and advantages of having the Universal Pass and why we love it, because we've had them already, for 3 years? I think this is the third year.
Since we've been together, basically.
Yeah, so we've had them for quite some time, so we can actually just tell you guys if it's worth it or not. In our opinion, we started with the 2-park and now we have the 3-park. Because of COVID, Volcano Bay did open up like late summer. That's when everything was like opening up, and Volcano Bay was one of the last things that opened up because of the whole mask thing, and they didn't know what was going to happen with that. So we didn't decide to get Volcano Bay that year. We got it in 2021.
If you really do the math, and we go so much that we've already gotten our money's worth for basically the whole year. So it's worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you go a lot. If you think you're going to go a lot.
And we go a lot. Like in the summer, we go a lot.
Yeah, and winter. I mean, it's all year round. I think we go at least...
in Florida, so...
I think we go at least once a month. We have the privilege to be like 3 hours away, so we can just take a drive there. But we've had it for quite some time. We've never canceled it. So we've had SeaWorld Annual Pass. We've canceled that one. We've had Busch Gardens. We've canceled that one. We have never canceled Universal Orlando. We haven't had Disney because it's so expensive and it's never available. So...
Right, and I don't know. I feel like Universal and Islands intrigued us more than Disney.
Right.
Now we're kind of, when we do move to Orlando, we would like to get the Disney annual passes.
If they have them available.
if they're available. But I think they will be, maybe.
I think they will. And another reason why we didn't get Disney is because they only had like the Monday through Friday available.
Right. Like
and we're not gonna go. I'm not gonna drive 3 hours after work. So
yeah.
But let's break it down. So the first reason why we got the annual pass, and mind you, we have the premier pass, so we have like the highest of the highest, which you have no blackout dates at all. So that's one of the reasons why we got it, because we wanted to go during Christmas time and during like the December area.
Yeah, like we planned to go a lot. Like there's some people obviously that don't live here, but since we weren't that far, we lived 3 hours away, or at that time actually 4 hours away.
It was like 4 hours, but yeah.
But since we planned on going so much, we're like, okay, might as well just get the annual pass. It was worth it for us, like for how many times we planned on going.
Exactly. And when we first got it, we were paying $14.99 per person, so per pass. And we did put a down payment. I believe it was like $150, $140, something like that. Now, once you decide to have once you pay off your entire pass, if you want to keep it, you don't have to put a down payment, but your monthly payment will increase because you're not putting a down payment. So it could go from like 14 to like 25 or 30.
Yeah, but we didn't have the same pass that we have today.
No.
We had Today we have the Premier.
Yes.
But back then we didn't.
No, back then we had So we started with the preferred pass at that time, and preferred today is actually $529.99.
Wow.
If you wanted to pay it in full, it's $529.99. The one that we have now is Premier. Sorry, we have Premier right now, which is the 4th one, and that one's $789. So we pay that monthly.
No, we don't pay $789 monthly. We pay...
No, we pay all of that monthly. Like, break it down into 12 months.
Yeah, no, but the way that you said it, it was like you paid $789 monthly.
Right. But, we started with the preferred because we're like, you know what? We don't need, like, the highest one.
Right.
But we wanted one with no blackout dates, and that one was perfect.
And, that one was good for us. So we had preferred, and then we switched to Premier. I think we switched to Premier when we got when we went with your family and we went to Volcano Bay. That's when we decided. I forgot what they said, but they sold us on it, like
because the thing is, with the you just have so much benefits. For example, for the ones that we have right now, which is the most expensive one, you get valet for free. So when you go to the park, you don't have to park the garage. You can go straight to the valet, just give them your name or whatever, and they'll that's it. They'll just get your car and you just go. And when you come back, instead of paying, you show your annual pass and you don't have to pay. And I think it's like $80
I don't know
for the valet. It's like $75.99 or something like that.
Yeah. But we do give us tip.
Right, so it's like $5, $10, whatever you want to give. Just an example. But you do get valet, and that's pretty nice to have when the park is extremely crowded, or you don't feel like walking.
Yeah.
And valet is right there. As soon as you leave your car, you go upstairs, and you're already by security check.
So that's a pro, but I will say a con about valet is sometimes it's full.
Right.
So if you don't get there early enough, you might not be able to do valet.
Right.
We have only had that experience maybe twice or 3 times that valet is full, but for the most part, we've gotten lucky with being able to do valet.
Right.
Another, I guess, con to doing valet too is that you have to wait sometimes a while for your car because there's so many people trying to get their car at the same time, and there's only so many valet employees, and plus not only they have to get in a bus to go get the car, so they have to wait for that bus to come to pick them up so they can get our car to drive it back. So at least you're sitting down waiting for your car rather than walking that super long walk to the garage trying to find your car. Where did I park? Making sure you're looking at your phone. Okay, I'm in Spider-Man 535.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. so valet to me it's worth it, but to other people they might not feel the same,
Right. It just depends on what you want. Some people just rather walk.
Yeah, some people
we used to do that.
Yeah. Well, we had no choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes we still walk, depending how the crowd level is. Sometimes we're like, okay, do we park in the garage or should we do valet?
Right.
So
that's true. So another reason why we love having our universal annual passes is because you get a free admission to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
So that is a big plus, and I think that's one of the reasons why they sold us on it, because we like going every year. So with this pass, you get to go for free. So that is a big plus, in my opinion. And you get to go into and stay in the Stay and Scream area. Mm-hmm. So you get to go in early. You just show them your pass, they'll scan it, you're good to go. The only con I'm gonna say about that though is there are only selective dates when you can go.
I was gonna say the same.
Yeah. So you can't just go whenever. You have to check the calendar and see what days you're available to go.
Yeah, I think obviously on purpose they don't. I think the dates that they give you is only until at least, I think it ends the first week of October. It
does.
Then after that, because a lot of people like going in October because that's Halloween time, But for this free ticket, I think it just ends the first week of October. So you're not, you can go after if you buy your own ticket.
Right.
But
for the free one.
Yeah, and we take advantage of that free ticket.
It comes in handy, honestly.
Yeah, we've never had to go again because for the most part we've been able to do everything that one day that we go.
Because since it just started, not a lot of people are going. But
because last year we were able to do every single house except one.
And then the reason why we didn't do that house is because obviously time crunch.
Yeah.
And because we went to go watch a show, we ate and stuff like that.
And to me the show was
ride. Yeah. The show was pretty good too.
The show was worth it. It was more worth it than the house in my opinion.
We'll see if we can show you guys this year the show. But yeah, that show was nice. Mm-hmm. Another reason why we love the annual passes is because of the fact that you get amazing discounts at Universal Orlando Resort. So depending on the time, the day, the season, you just have to be looking at the website, refreshing it. Try looking up the hotels at night because that's when you get the best offers. We've gotten, I think, Aventura for $130 a night, and when it's normally $200.
Yeah, it depends.
So that's a good it's a good price honestly for a Universal Orlando
not
hotel.
only in the hotels but the shops.
You get 20% off.
Is it 20?
I think it's 20. The one that we had was 15.
Yeah, so you get discounts on the shops, on food, drinks. So I think it's a plus. I mean, who doesn't like staying at a Universal resort? You have the ability to get on. You don't even have to drive.
That's another thing.
So you get the discount on the hotel, and then not only are you saving money on hotel, but you're saving money on gas. You don't have to drive to the parks either. You hop on the bus. Obviously depending on everybody's preference, but you hop on the bus, it takes you to the park, and you hop back on to get back to the hotel. It's a very simple process, and when you're on vacation, who wants to drive? Now, I
will say the con of that is that sometimes you do have to wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's worth it though.
You might go to the bus and it's like full, so you have to wait.
You have to stand.
Because it does take about 15 minutes for the other bus to come. But, I mean...
At least for us, it works. Because none of us like to drive.
Right.
And like, not that none of us likes to drive.
I'll just leave my car in the garage.
Yeah, you're just...
the hotel.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more pros than there is cons when it comes to... we are 100%. Saying the cons because we want to be...
honest.
100% honest. But I feel like there's so much more pros than there is cons when it comes to these things. So... To us, it's worth it.
And if you stay at a Prime hotel, you get the luxury of taking the water taxi.
Oh, that's true too.
Which I love taking the water taxi. Yeah, I love taking the water taxi to City Walk. You don't even have to go through security at all. You just go through it at the hotel. Yeah. Get on the water taxi, it drops you off right at City Walk. So that's
it's
nice.
Great. Yeah. And if you are somebody that, likes to drink, for example, like let's say you go to the parks and you like to drink, even for Halloween Horror Nights, because since it's really mainly for adults, a lot of people like to drink there, and they have like exclusive drinks that they only have for HHN. Mm-hmm. So that's another option because, some people...
you don't have to worry about
drink and drive. Exactly. So some people choose not to drink at the parks because they're like, oh my gosh, I have to drive home now. But if you just take... either the bus or the water taxi, you're good to go.
Yeah, you're good. So that's another reason why we love the annual passes is because of the express that we get. So if you do get the highest one, which is the one that we have, the Premier, you get express pass to all of the rides that have express available after 4 p.m. So if you go to the park after 4 o'clock, you don't have to make the regular line. You go straight through express one time per ride. So we've used it.
Oh, it's only one time per ride?
It is only one time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you can't go like back to... You only get like one express entrance.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
There you go.
So that's your con.
That's your con.
But that's not bad. I mean,
it comes with with the pass. So I think it's great. The only thing is that some of like the new rides don't have express. For example, like Hagrid's doesn't have express.
I thought they changed it.
No, they have single rider. The one that they changed was Velocicoaster. They have express, so now we can go do Velocicoaster with the express line after 4. Hagrid's doesn't have it. I think it was Hagrid's and Velocicoaster. I think they're gonna bring it for Hagrid's though soon.
I think eventually.
I have a feeling.
Is that Hagrid's is such... Like, it's the main attraction. Everybody loves that ride.
And I think if they do express, a lot of people will buy it just for that.
Yeah.
So.
And I think, a lot of people have already come... Hagrid's has been out for, I don't know how long now. A couple years.
Like 5-6 years?
Yeah, so it's like, once the ride starts dying down, then maybe they'd consider it. Like, Velocicoaster, they opened it pretty quick.
Yeah,
But Velocicoaster, for some reason, doesn't... Maybe because it's a scarier ride and not everybody is into that thrill. Right. But Velocicoaster doesn't always have this huge long line.
You can catch Velocicoaster 20 to 40 minutes, but you will never see that line in Hagrid's.
No.
And it's crazy because it's already been years and I don't think it's ever going to die down. It's just so good.
Yeah. It's always like 50 or higher.
It was a perfect replacement for the Dragon Challenge or the Dueling Dragons that they had. It was a perfect replacement. Yeah. That ride is just amazing.
So sometimes what we do is we'll enjoy the hotel in the morning, all the way until the afternoon, and then maybe 3-ish or 4-ish, then we'll hop over to the parks. It's not super hot at that time. It is still hot, don't get me wrong, because again, we are in Florida, but it's not super hot. You're not catching that afternoon 2 o'clock sun.
Right.
And like you said, we go straight into the rides. It's express. So you go into the express lanes, and for the most part, you ride it really quick.
Yeah, you don't wait online. Well, you might wait like maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever.
Nothing crazy.
No. We've used it for like the Mummy. We've used it for King Kong.
Yeah.
A couple of other rides that we've used it for, Rip Rocket. But you don't wait that long, especially if it's like a low wait. If it's like a 20-30 minute wait, you go straight in. So it's worth it.
So you're able to do a lot of rides. Even though you missed everything in the morning, for example, even if you go at 4, you're really able... Granted, we don't ride every single ride because we've basically ridden everything there. So we try to ride our favorite rides whenever we do the express. Sometimes actually what we have done too are the rides that we normally don't ride because they're not rides that we're super interested in. Sometimes we do it for the Minions.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've done it for that. Like rides that we don't, I don't know. I guess it just depends our mood for that day.
Yeah, because sometimes we might just walk around. Depends on the weather too.
Yeah.
And all of that. I think when you go a lot to Universal, you kind of enjoy more the atmosphere rather than like
the
what
rides
it
itself.
has. Yeah. Because another thing that you can do if you do want to spend the rest of your day, you can go early in the morning, but you don't have to hustle to get the rides because after 4 p.m. you can just go through Express.
Exactly.
So you can just look at the shops, go eat somewhere, the shows.
I think that's my favorite.
The shows?
Yeah, like anytime that we go, especially the shows
Christmas.
oh my gosh, the Grinchmas and all that stuff. I love the shows when we go. Like that's my favorite part. In my opinion, and I think that they're starting to slowly bring it back, but I feel like we need more shows.
Yeah, we do.
In both Universal and Universal has more of the character interaction.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll bring the floats out, or they always do. There's like a certain time that they
always have like a parade,
out.
like the SpongeBob parade that they have it, or like the Minions parade that they have it like on a regular.
The Pets float that comes out, Minions.
Yeah. All of that.
But I feel Universal doesn't have it that much. Universal doesn't really have shows.
I mean Islands.
I'm sorry, Islands doesn't really have shows.
No, they just have the interaction with the dinosaur.
Yeah, I just noticed they don't have shows.
They don't. They used to have a show a long time ago. I don't know if you remember, if you ever went to it. It was like a magic show. And it was inside. Yeah, it was like inside like a little. It was like a little. I don't know. It was like a little small space. And there was a guy that would do like crazy magic tricks. But they don't do that no more. I don't remember. They do have shows in like by the motorbike. They have the frog show.
Yeah,
they do, but those are not really like.
How do I like Jason Bourne?
Right.
I would like
it's not like a crazy
more
stunt
Jason Bourne
show.
type of shows.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know. I feel like it needs a little bit more of that.
It does. It's more like roller coasters, rides.
It's just rides.
Trees.
Yeah.
And I think in Dr. Seuss Land they also have sometimes like characters that come out and stuff like that. But
like I said, in Universal they do have a lot of character interactions. A lot of characters do come out. They'll bring up the floats. You'll be able to take pictures, or people come out dancing. I know they have like the salsa.
In Dr. Seuss, which is in Islands.
Yeah.
But I think they need
And then
more.
Islands they also have Madagascar that comes out.
There's a lot of food places that we need to try in Islands that we need to show you guys. And Universal too. Like we need to try Finnegan's. We need to try that, how do you call that? Mythos place?
Yeah.
I think it's Mythos. I don't know. Three Broomsticks. We've drank there, but we've never, we have ate there one time. Like the ribs and all of that.
We've eaten there twice.
We have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, twice,
the chicken,
yes.
the
It was really
potatoes,
good. Yeah, we just didn't make a video. We weren't vlogging that day.
We liked it better the first time than the second time.
Yeah, we need to go there again. But we always go there for beers.
Yeah.
During a hot day, it's the best.
So something else that we also found out recently was that with your annual passes, you get discounts on rental cars.
Oh yeah, up to 30%.
Yeah. You get
I don't know.
I didn't know that either. I think that's great for people that come from out of town or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to take the Bright Line that now goes from here. Well, it hasn't opened yet, right?
No, there's actually a delay today. They said there was a delay going on.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that, but now it's been delayed. It was supposed to open soon, and
wow.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea.
You do though, yeah.
Like if you were to take the Bright Line, let's say from here to Orlando, you get a rental car and it's 30% off. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. It's actually good.
And then you stay in a Universal Resort and you take the bus, so you're not really using the car that much.
It's just to get from the airport to your resort. Oh, unless they have, in the future, I don't know when Brightline opens, they might have buses that take you directly to resorts, which that would be a plus.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Also, if you're an annual pass holder, they just brought this back, the annual pass holder night, which is only pass holders can go inside at night to the park, which is this year is August 26th. There's no more reservations left. I checked.
Sold out.
That's it. Add capacity. Maybe next year we'll get lucky.
How much are they? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know if you have to pay, because as you're already a pass holder, you just have to make a reservation and go that day.
It's good to know.
but I don't know. I would have to do more research on that. But I know they offer that. So and they just brought it back. So that's why I'm not really much informed on it, but definitely have to look into that. But that's another plus.
It is a plus. Again, all the benefits that we're telling you is for the
Premier.
Sorry, all the benefits all the benefits that we're telling you about is for the Premier annual pass, which is what we have at the moment.
Yeah, Premier.
We
have Preferred. Now we're Premier.
Yes, so we're strictly talking about Premier,
which is the highest one. You guys know it's just the most expensive one.
Yeah,
that's the one that we have.
But even then, it's like, since it's a monthly payment, it's affordable.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I can't tell you off the top of my head how much I pay a month right now.
Because we've had it for 3 years, so
so it's just, it's an automatic payment. To me, I kind of,
wave it off.
I just don't see it. I don't know, like I don't pay attention to it much since it's just automatic, but...
It's just that since we go so much, it's just worth it.
We're getting our money's worth. Yeah. Because each ticket, if you think about it, how much is each ticket? 100 and something?
If you get lucky, yeah. It depends on the time of the year as well. So, and also we have Volcano Bay too, and we love going to Volcano Bay, especially in the summer. Yeah. We're going next week. There you go.
Man. There's nothing like it.
No.
I remember we saw a billboard, right? And it says Aquatica. The best water park, the number one water park.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's try it. Let's try it and see if we like it. I'm like, this cannot be the number one. I'm sorry. To me, and maybe I shouldn't say this because I've never been to the Disney water parks, but at least for right now, to me, there's nothing that beats Volcano Bay.
Yeah.
Because even Adventure Island for Busch Gardens, Volcano
You've been
Bay.
there, no? You've been to Adventure. I haven't been there.
But it's still, Volcano Bay beats it big time.
I think that billboard, though, they've had it up before Volcano Bay even existed.
So you think they just kept it?
Yeah, because I remember that when I went to Aquatica a long time ago, Volcano Bay didn't exist, but they still had Wet and Wild.
At that time.
But
that's the water park I never got to do.
I never got to do that one either. I just did Aquatica and Volcano Bay now.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't do any other water park. Aquatica has really, I don't know, it's gone down.
We didn't have a good experience.
And we've known a couple of people that haven't had the good experience either, and I don't know why.
At least for us, what we noticed with Volcano Bay is their cleanliness.
Yeah.
In Aquatica, we did not see that. The water was very dirty. And I'm not just talking about leaves, and there was just... it
was really bad.
I don't want to get into the specifics, but there was things that should not be in the water.
Right. And also, I feel like the lines were ridiculously long.
Yeah, we couldn't do anything.
We rode one ride, I think. That was the only thing that we did. So in Volcano Bay, you get the Tapu Tapu. I know not a lot of people are big fans of the Tapu Tapu because you can't get into another ride. Yeah. But at least you're in line and you can go at least do the lazy river or go eat or walk around, go to the wave pool. You don't have to be standing there wasting your day. So that's just my thought on it. I think it's worth it. Or you can find a ride that has no wait time and just go and do that ride while you're waiting. So
yeah, you just have to be, I guess, smart on what you tap. Because, for example, the Aqua Coaster, that line is always really...
Krakatoa? Yeah.
Krakatoa.
Crazy.
Yeah, that wait time is always crazy. So, I mean, if you tap that first, you're going to wait forever. You're not going to be able to ride anything for the rest of the day. So sometimes what we do is that we'll do the other rides. Well, we don't ride everything there, but the rides that we do there,
we'll do them.
We'll tap them. We'll wait the 45 minutes because normally it's not any longer than that, at least for us. 40 to 55 minutes is the longest for the other rides. So we'll tap those first, we'll do those, get them out of the way, and once we know, okay, we did everything that we wanted to do, the last one that we want to do is Krakatoa, then we'll tap. And we'll wait the 3 hours in the lazy river, eating. It goes by so fast, so that's our tactic.
I agree, and I think we should make a video next time we go to Volcano Bay on our our strategies on, when we go to Volcano Bay, what do we do? Where do we go first? So that maybe people that are like viewers that haven't gone to Volcano Bay, maybe we could kind of help them out and kind of give them our tips and tricks. So
yeah,
that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Also, another thing that you get with the annual passes is that you get free Prime. And
Prime?
Yeah, Prime parking in the
Oh,
garage.
yes.
So you don't have to, if you go to the garage, if you want to park in the garage, that's fine. But you don't have to park general parking. You get Prime. So that's great.
That's good.
Because you get to, I think you park in like a lower level or like a different garage or whatever. I've never really understood.
Me neither, because sometimes that walk is still pretty far.
It's still far. But I don't know. It has to have something though, because they charge more for that.
Yeah, they do.
So it has to have some sort of.
So you know how sometimes we park really close to where you get the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're closer to that way rather than them parking us further that we have to walk all the way down.
Like,
that's what I think.
Yes, because ET, when you park in ET, you park all the way in the back, like on the other side. So you have to walk straight, and then you have to make a left to go all the way to the elevators or the stairs or whatever. So I guess that's like the plus, that you're in one section.
Yeah.
So another thing that you get with the annual passes, which is very important, is the early park admission.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Early park admission, that's great. So you get to go in either an hour or 30 minutes before the park actually opens. I don't know, sometimes it switches around, sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 30 minutes. But the only people that can actually go inside are pass holders, or if you stay at a Universal Resort. That is another plus. If you stay at a Universal Resort, you get early park admission, even if you don't have an annual pass.
Right.
So that's good to know.
It's just automatic.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so that is our personal opinion on the annual passes, and if they're worth it or if they're not worth it. I say it's 110% worth it. I mean, we love it. I don't think we're canceling that anytime soon. I think even if we get Disney when we move to Orlando, I don't think we're canceling Universal. I'll pay Disney.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
something.
we're pretty loyal when it comes to Universal and Islands. Like, I think it has a lot of like sentimental value to us too, because it has a lot to do with our relationship.
Of course, that's where we started.
Exactly. So we have so much good memories, and when COVID happened, that's what we did a lot. We were at the parks all the time.
Yeah.
So we're pretty loyal to Universal and Islands, but specifically to the annual passes, it's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah. I mean, if you're really gonna go a lot, you are definitely gonna get your money's worth. I mean, I think even 3 or 4 trips, you get your money's worth.
Yeah. Now, if you're gonna go one time a year, I don't see the benefit of getting it, because you're gonna be paying monthly. And like, I know me, like when I used to see that coming out of the account, I don't go. That would it would get me mad, because I'm like, well, like I need to go. I need to take advantage of this because I'm paying for this. But yeah, so I feel like if you would go maybe once a year, maybe just getting like a single day ticket, it's fine. Sometimes they have like promotions and you get like one for free, Yeah. So I would look into that.
Yeah, like we go at least once a month, and that's at least. Sometimes we go
twice.
We've gone like 3 or 4 times in the month. That's just
like we're going right now. It's in August, and we're going right now, and then again we're going in September because of Horror Nights, and then we're definitely going to go in October because that's when it starts getting a little chilly up there.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely worth it. There's many perks that come with it. I feel like we definitely use our pass to the fullest. Like, I think we've used almost every single benefit or advantage that the pass has. Maybe the only thing we haven't used is, for example, like the rental car.
Yeah, those things.
But when it comes to hotels and everything, we've definitely used that. We use all the amenities of the hotel as well. Like, we started
doing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time that we buy food or drinks or anything like that, we're always showing our passes or, a shirt or something. So it's just worth it. I don't know. There's nothing like, like I said, everything has pros and cons, but really, like, there's nothing very negative to say about it.
At all. So give it a try. If you guys go a lot, get the annual pass. We highly suggest it. Go to universalorlando.com and check out the different types of passes that they have. If you guys want to start off with like the first one to see how it is, the cheapest one. I mean, that's what we did. We started off with the third one, and then we're like, what? Yeah, because you can upgrade at any time. So you just pay. I think you just pay the difference of that.
We did.
We did, right? Just pay the difference of the rest of
the
whatever you owe.
difference.
But thank you so much for joining on today's video. We just wanted to kind of go out here and just give you guys our personal opinions on the annual passes. I know a lot of you guys might question like, oh, they're there all the time. You know, I know they have annual passes, but we've never really explained to you guys like why we have annual passes and why it's worth it. So we wanted to, you know, take the time to just kind of explain that to you guys, and hopefully we'll have more Universal Orlando pass holders going.
Yeah, let us know if you guys, if this video changed your mind.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you guys decided to just go and just get the annual pass and
let us
become
know
a
if
member.
you think it's worth it too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the gym. It just stopped raining.
Yes.
So I think it'll be perfect. It was like pouring before. It was like a storm. Well, it's like an everyday thing now. Like at 5 p.m. it starts raining.
I know. And look, the
like
ducks
crazy.
are having a party.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. We wish you guys can stay. Now it's time for you guys to go. Make sure you click that subscribe button so that we see you on our next video. And have a good day.
Bye.